Well, it's very great to see people enjoying themselves and appreciating the written language. We have a lot to thank King Sejong for.
That's right, King Sejong or Sejong the Great. He certainly leaves behind a great legacy. And you know what? I'm sure he knew more than 500 years ago that he'd really make an impact here in the nation. But really, could he have predicted that Korean language's rise in popularity across the globe?
Right, who knows? But well over in Los Angeles, there is even a school named in his honor where people of all cultures are learning the Korean language.
And of course, the rise of Hallyu may have something to do with this increased enrollment, but the school has been in operation for years, even before K-pop hit mainstream.
Right, plus Korean language is even being offered in public schools, so let's take a look in the classrooms.
Los Angeles is home to the world's largest overseas Korean population. How well is Hangeul, or the Korean alphabet, known here?
Do you know about Hangeul?
No, I don't.
Hunger in relation to what?
I know 안녕, 안녕하세요, and 잘 지내세요. That's about it. That's all I know.
Late at night, when most shops close up, one classroom fills up with students eager to learn something.
Number 6. 모자, 예요. 예요. Okay, 잘했어요.
It is none other than Hangeul class.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 오스틴입니다.
All the students are very focused. Why are they all here learning Korean?
I am a nurse and I work with a lot of Korean-speaking patients, and I decided to take the class to better serve the patients that I take care of.
I was really into Japanese media, but I saw that Korean media was making its way over to the United States and making a bigger impact, and it's just really cool.
King Sejong Institute opened in 1995 and has recently been accepting more students for its beginner's course. With the K-pop boom and Hallyu, or Korean wave, people naturally became more interested in learning Korean. The number of students rose sharply starting last year, and now there are more than 350, a 70-fold increase since 1995. Of those students, 40% are not ethnically Korean.
외국인 수강생들의 경우에는 아무래도 한류 영향이 가장 큰 학습 목적이고요. 재외동포 수강생들의 경우에는 한류 영향도 있지만 한국인으로서의 정체성 확립을 위해서 한국어를 배우고 있습니다.
The Hangeul boom is spreading. At John E. Steinbeck Elementary School, a new class has been added to the curriculum. It is a special Korean class open only to the top students in each grade.
And your name? What's your name? Yeah, very good.
The Korean class here is even more special because there aren't many Korean students living in the area.
Children all across California can learn about the Korean community. I think it's has great potential, but it really starts as a local program, and then in the future, if it works out really good, as state legislators, we could look at how can we expand these programs throughout our state.
There are currently 63 public schools that offer Korean classes in the United States, and just last year, 10 schools were added to the list.
현지에서 한국어에 대한 관심, 그리고 문화 행사, 드라마, 그리고 여러 가지 한식 행사 등을 통해서 현지에서 일어나는 한국이나 한국 문화에 대한 관심이 한국어 개설 학교 채택 수의 증가로 이어졌다고 봅니다.
In inland Northeast California, the Doherty Valley High School is yet another school that has added Korean classes as one of its foreign language programs. The two new classes that have been added are an anomaly at a time when many schools are actually cutting classes to save budget.
Learning about the culture and the language of Korea provides our young people with unique opportunities so that whether it's to learn more about the culture and possibly travel and visit Korea, or later in life through academic endeavors or business to be able to work with Korea and people of Korean descent.
Today, there is a special lecturer at the Korean class. Professor Koo Eun-hee of Adroit College is here to talk about Chikji, the oldest metal-type printed book in the world that is printed in Korea. It is also an example of the excellence of Hangeul.
Many signs and evidences that Koryo invented and developed metal-type technology have been found in the early 1200s.
I'm falling in love with the Jikji and Hangeul, and as a Korean language teacher, it is the best way to promote Korean culture. So that's why I like Jikji and Hangeul to use to teach Korean language and culture to non-Korean students.
The Chikji is a new discovery for most students who thought that the Gutenberg Bible was the oldest metal-type printed book.
I thought it was really interesting because I don't know that much about Korean older culture. I really only know about pop culture, and I know a lot about food. So it was nice to know something more historical about Korea.
This is a Korean class at Adroit College where Professor Gu teaches. In San Francisco, she is known as the Korean missionary. She actively campaigns to have Korean added to the curriculum at public schools. In fact, this school was established by Professor Gu herself.
We need to focus on the culture more than language itself, because Hangul is really good, but still, they are interested in Korean culture. Recognize ourselves first about the Hangul first, and then we can promote to other country or in the world.
Professor Gu emphasizes fun and enjoyment above all when teaching Korean. Her students find themselves not only learning Korean, but developing new goals as well.
Probably visit Korea, I think, would be, my biggest test of seeing whether I've really mastered it or not. Being able to go to Korea and find my way around and, just explore a little bit and get a little more exposure to a new culture.
I want to, be able to speak Korean and to be able to teach that to my children as well, and to be able to learn it first and not let them speak broken Konglish.
Having the alphabet and the language of a country that receives spotlight around the world is equivalent to having that country and its people be recognized as a globalized society. Hangul education will help the world understand Korea better and in more depth.
Well, the spread of Korean language seems to have taken on a real organic growth. I know part of the reason why I wanted to learn more Korean was to figure out the song lyrics to my favorite music artists.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, it's a good thing that more people are connecting themselves to Korea and getting closer to our culture by, learning what's at the roots, the language.